Hello there, I'm Pär from Sabaton. I'm currently in Helsinki and you're watching Chaoszine. It's great to be here in Finland. Great to be here talking about our new album, Legends. It's been a while since we recorded it, and I'm so excited that finally everybody gets to hear it. So when we came together to start working on a new album, we knew that we had been spending 2 years two albums in the trenches of First World War, and we were thinking a little bit like it's time to look at something different. We did not know exactly what. However, after Joachim was working on the track Templars, the music for that, we quickly felt we are hearing Templars, and what if we try to lock that in? What can happen? And we also liked the idea of a title called Legends. It felt very Sabaton-ish title. With that came the rules, or no rules, so to say, because Legends is a pretty wide concept and we could fit in a lot within it. And that's what we liked, because that gives us the freedom that the music can take us wherever we feel like. The music of the new album is not necessarily like groundbreaking in terms of Sabaton. Anybody who is familiar with Sabaton will feel comfortable listening to this, because we are not here to change a lot. We are here to improve a little bit. I think Sabaton sounded the same. We found our sound in 2004 when we were doing Prima Victoria for the first time, and since then we've only perfected it. We never was interested in following any trends or following any other band. We just knew what we were kind of after and what we tried to create with Prima Victoria, and then once we had that, we already had the Sabaton sound. Since then, we just perfected. So the sound is there. And there are those who say that Sabaton music, all the songs sounds the same. I would disagree, but that is a question of whoever is listening. But I think that there fits so much within Sabaton. So if we take a thrash metal song or a ballad or an epic symphonic song, they all gonna in the end sound Sabaton. And that's maybe why people say that everything sounds the same. But the musical kind of direction takes us to a lot of places. There are songs on the new album that definitely sticks out there. For example, Tiger Among Dragons is unlike anything we've ever done before. Templar sticks out, and several others that really sticks out. Well, there are songs like Hordes of Khan, who is very familiar for Sabaton fans. So the album, it was recorded in Black Lounge Studios by Jonas Kjellgren, who's been working with us for a few albums now. And we become very confident working together. It's a very smooth process. And I think here was even better for some reasons, because we had no time pressure this time. When we set out and we were like, okay, let's do a new album, that's when Tommy came and told us that, hey guys, I'm going to focus on my own stuff, so I'm going to leave the band. But I help you guys out on the new album and tours if you need me, because I'm not going to leave you just like that. We said, the new album will be recorded with a new guitar player. So we're going to delay the recording a little bit until we find a new guitar player. And we didn't need to search for long until we found Tobbe again. But we already chose to delay. But I think that was for the good of it. And then we started a pretty simple thing. We started to record a little bit. And then we said, let's take a break. Let's go on tour. So I looked for some tours for the band, and Judas Priest were also looking for some bands. So we got together with them and joined them in the United States for some tours. And that was great for Tobbe to come back in the band and become a part of the band again. Then we could go back and finish the album. And after that, we could finalize which record label actually gonna be releasing that. While we were recording, and when we finished the album, there was no record label yet. So we didn't have any real time pressure due to that. And nobody to tell us anything. So we just could do whatever we wanted. So there's a bunch of historical figures on the album, the ones that we call legends. They range from further back in time, the oldest one being the Egyptian pharaoh of Senusret III, and then going through time with characters like Lubu of China and Miyamoto Musashi of Japan. These are two eastern one, along with Genghis Khan also being the Mongolian conqueror. With some European ones that are closer to us, there would be Napoleon, Jeanne of Arc, and Julius Caesar, and within there we also fitted a Swedish person, Gustav Adolf II, which we already covered in the past in Carolus Rex album, where we made a song Lion from the North. And when we were talking about this, we and trying to find a topic for this specific song, we said, okay, we're hearing Swedish tones in this, so let's find a Swedish character here. And there were not so many to choose from, and it very quickly went to Gustav Adolf, and then we're like, okay, we now have him, but we did songs about him before. Can we do it again? Of course we can, because who gonna judge us? If you guys judge us, yeah. So it was still our choice to do it. The new album, compared to previous albums, they all develop in their own little pace, but nothing is really game-changing in terms of development of Sabaton. It just gets a little bit better every time, and as long as we go that way, I'm super happy. I think that a lot of our fans are as well, and we've seen that over the years that staying consistent has been kind of good to us. We have no reason. We don't have anything to prove. We don't have any other things that we need to take into consideration. We just do what we feel like. Yeah, we started in 1999, so we've been active for a while now. And we celebrated 25 years anniversary looking back at what we've done. And then we quickly turned around to look forward to the future, because the future is more exciting than the past, at least when it comes to our future. Normally we sing about history, but for us, I think that the future is more interesting. When it comes to what we have done, there's so many things, and it's hard to come up with a single event or memory that really stands out. There are so many of these, like, wow, that and that and that, and I could probably sit here and it's always going to come up. So something that came up now is the recording of Primo Victoria in 2004, and it's late night. I'm sitting and doing the edits and recording while Joachim is in the studio singing, and I'm pressing record, and he is adding the different choirs and stuff. And then he said, okay, I think I finished all the harmonies that I had in my head. Can you turn up all the volumes and play back? And then I did that, and I looked at Joachim, and he had this look in his eyes like, I got it. It's there. That's exactly what I wanted. And I know how I felt, that I had goosebumps and chills and all of that, like, wow. And that was the day when we heard Sabaton for the first time, the way that it is supposed to be made. So it's a memory I will never forget. What Sabaton can achieve in the future, where Sabaton gonna go from here. So we set a goal very early, like, okay, we just want to be having fun. Then you set next goal, and that was a dream that can we transform the band into our jobs and live from the band. We set that as a goal, and when we had reached there, then there are a couple of goals. Like we wanted to be the headliner of Sweden Rock Festival. We made that, and we managed to be able to pay our bills. Now, I think we climbed the highest mountain, which was when we played the headline Sweden Rock Festival in 2016, which was maybe not attendance-wise the biggest show, but emotionally the biggest show we could ever imagine. So we climbed the Mount Everest, and we have succeeded with a lot of other things. Now I think that there's two things that I look forward to do. One of them is I want to retire as a heavy metal musician one day. I want that we are able to do this until that day however it comes, that we are at some day retiring, being who we are, doing what we do. That would be that. And another thing, which is something I cannot decide upon, which I just can hope, and that is that we, during the years, that we create some kind of legacy, that we inspire younger bands, just as the older bands inspired us to keep heavy metal alive in the future as well. Our new album is coming out on October 17. I am very proud of it, and so is everybody in the band. We all contributed to writing it. We are now a tight group of people. Tobbe is back in the band, and we feel great when we're out playing, and we are so excited to take the new songs out and finally reveal them to everybody. So keep an eye out, and I hope that you're gonna like our new album.